Hello, welcome back to the vlog, where I am today at Djurs Sommerland in Denmark for my first ever visit. You can see Piraten behind me, Intamin roller coaster that I'm really looking forward to getting on with plenty of airtime, lap bars, and it's a beautiful day here. It's just gone 10 AM, so park's just opened. I flew in from London this morning at about 6:45 AM, quick flight, 20-minute taxi ride here, and I'm here for opening, so can't complain with that. And tomorrow we'll be going to Farup Sommerland, north of here, where we have the Phoenix Vekoma roller coaster, which I can't wait to get on. Join me in the park as we head on to Piraten. Let's go. So I just had two back-to-back rides there on Piraten, one on the back and one on the very front. But I was just before the front, on the row before, but there's only two small girls after me and the trains are so exposed, it just felt like I was on the front anyway. But yeah, very solid coaster, preferred it at the front actually, got a lot of ejector going into the hills. Bit of a grey out moment on the first turn after the drop, which was cool. Yeah, nice and intense, nice long ride. And the trains, like I say, are very exposed. And they're quite small and, I don't know if cramped's the word, but yeah, my feet could barely fit in the sort of slots at the bottom. It reminds me a bit of Colossus and Fort Park, those trains. But yeah, very good ride, awesome operations on there. The staff getting the train sent out quickly and getting everyone going, sort of with an arg before ride, and obviously with a pirate theme. So yeah, that made it as well. Anyway, let's get on to the other 7 coasters here at this park. Looking forward to getting on this launched roller coaster. 3 launches, I believe. A lot of people comparing it to Hagrid's motorcycle coaster at Universal. And yeah, it's meant to be even better, so yeah, I look forward to seeing how this goes. So just had 2 rides on Juvelin as well, that multi-launch roller coaster from Intamin, and yeah, that was really snappy. It was just tyre propelled launches, and the first one wasn't particularly that fast. Great theming there as you go in just before the launch, with all these big statues moving and shaking and sort of tribal music going on. But then after the first launch section, when you get to the second launch, it really does fly then. I don't know how fast it is. I think it's around 50 miles per hour, or about 85 kilometers an hour. And yeah, you go straight into a turn and really get like thrown into the side of your seat. And the first time I went on it, that was quite uncomfortable because I wasn't prepared. So the second time I really held on and sort of tried to move with the train, and yeah, that was much better. But yeah, really good ride. Both 2 solid roller coasters there already done today, and looking forward to going on a bobsled roller coaster. Now I'll just spin you around to show you. Yeah, the park's only been open for just under 40 minutes and I already had 4 roller coaster rides, which is not bad going, considering that's the 2 main coasters in this park. Well, arguably I suppose, this one's looking good and there's a good water coaster to get on and an invert as well. So yeah, let's see how this rides. Yeah, I've had a ride on Thor's Hammer, the Gerslau bobsleigh coaster, and the Dino roller coaster, which is a Mack-powered coaster. And that dinosaur roller coaster has probably the comfiest seats on a roller coaster I've ever sat in. That was and it was a nice relaxing ride as well. Wasn't a very intense powered roller coaster. So yeah, just super comfy. There was speakers on there that were playing before the ride started, like onboard speakers, but nothing happened on the way round. So I don't know if that was meant to, or because that would have been pretty cool. Kind of like the one at Efteling that they have. It reminded me of. Anyway, that's 4 of the coasters done with 2 re-rides on 2 of them. So let's continue going around. I might go on the rapids in a minute actually. These look pretty good and it's quite hot today. So I might give them a go. They've just done the inverted roller coaster and the little kids roller coaster here that has a bit has some interesting profiling on the track, to say the least. Well, it's not too bad, but a bit dodgy. Yeah, I really like the inverted roller coaster. It says Kongden Dragon. I assume it's something to like a dragon in Danish, because that's what it's themed around. And yeah, it's kind of got a launch to start with. It launches you up a small hill, and then a sort of dark ride section, a couple of drops, and then into the rest of the layout. I sat on the very back. Yeah, an excellent roller coaster. I'd say probably for me, Piraten is number 1 here. Then falling. Then this. Then the launched roller coaster. I can't remember all their names. All these long names go over my head. There is a log flume just round here. I've done 6 of the 8 roller coasters already. And it's only 12:30, so it's only been 2.5 hours. Park closes 6 PM today. The bus is back to the city where I'm staying at, start at 4. And it's a long day tomorrow, so whether I'll be here all the way till 6 remains to be seen. But there's a few good looking flat rides to get on, and other bits and bobs as well. So yeah, we'll see. Having a great day so far though. Yeah, it's actually the same as the old Great Yarmouth log flume that just closed down recently. Same layout anyway, which is a bit of a throwback. Just heading on to the third and final drop now, the big one. It's much nicer theme than the, was he going to squirt me? He better not. No. One of the animals just round the corner squirted me right in the face. But yeah, definitely better theme than the one at Great Yarmouth. Up we go. So about to get on the final roller coaster for me to enjoy today here at Djurs Sommerland. I can't believe how quiet it's been. I've queued I queued about 10 minutes for the river rapids, strangely, considering that's very high throughput. and about 10 minutes for the inverted roller coaster. But apart from that, I haven't queued really, which has been awesome. The little Vekoma roller coaster, junior coaster, I don't know if I've got any footage, but I just done that. And the staff members had water pistols and they were shooting you as you came back through the station, which would be pretty fun as a job, I think. Here it comes now, the water coaster. Zero to 5 minute wait. It looks pretty fun. Let's give it a go. Well, that's it. Done all of the main roller coasters. Well, all of the roller coasters here, all 8. I've also done the big gyro swing. I don't think I mentioned anything about that earlier. I did put in a bit of footage, and that is not actually as intense as I normally find them. Good forces, good speed. I actually preferred it because of that. Sometimes I find them a bit too intense. And yeah, done the log flume and the river rapids. And just going to get some re-rides now on Piraten, my favourite ride here, definitely. And go from there. There's about 3 hours till park close, so I've got plenty of time to do some more rides. And then head back to Aarhus before going to Farup Sommerland tomorrow. So hopefully it's warmed up now, Piraten. It was good earlier, but I can imagine it'll be even better once it's warmed up. So let's go and see how it's riding. So I think it's 6 rides I've now had on Piraten. It's 5 or 6. I'm sure it's 6. And yeah, it's it's quite re-rideable. I'll say it's sort of 7 out of 10 re-rideable. Only reason it isn't so much is because some of the airtime hills are really intense. Now that it's warmed up a bit, it's yeah, quite painful, almost kind of like some of the RMCs when they've got those really small bunny hops with the lap bars. So the first drop, and you see going down now, the first hill, the first hill there is fantastic, and the best moment of the ride is definitely this airtime hill. Reason being is it's the perfect amount of sort of floater ejector is what I call it, flector, and yeah, it's not too, it's, you know, it's more towards ejector, which is great, but it's not uncomfortable. It's a bit sort of uncomfortable with the smaller hills you can see there, like Sky Rush. There's one, I think it's the, if that's the first hill, that's the second, and there's one after that, and then the 4th hill is ridiculous. That takes it way too quickly, and yeah, that is quite uncomfortable. But yeah, really impressed. It's what was I going to say about it? Yeah, it's not kind of what I expected. It's I enjoy it. I like it. I'd love to have something like this back in England. But yeah, it's just a funny coaster, like the size of it and the airtime, and yeah, it's just a bit of a different coaster. But it's kind of like a mini version of what's it called in Expedition GeForce at Holiday Park. Yeah, it's good. I'm just trying to think how it compares to what I was expecting. I think the drop I would have liked to have been a little better. It's not that forceful, but some of the airtime hills are fantastic. So it's basically what I expected, to be honest. No better, no worse. It's yeah, it's a 7 out of 10 as a ride as well, I'd say, not just re-rideability. I think I'll give it, I'm just having a break now for 5 minutes, just because it is quite intense sometimes, so I'll go back on it in about 5-10 minutes, try and get the ride count up to 7 or 8. I can't believe I'm going to say this, but I think this is my favourite roller coaster at the park. I haven't looked it up. I'm sure it must be a Vekoma invert roller coaster. There's no inversions or anything. But wow, what a brilliant coaster! It's really smooth. The first drop packs a punch, and what really makes it is how close you get to everything. Your feet feel like you're going to hit the ground or the fence constantly. There's some really brilliant banking in there. Yes, the whole package. It's even got a pre-lift section. You got the launch, and then yeah, you got a little dark ride, dark coaster section, and then yeah, the rest of the layout's just phenomenal. I can't believe that might top Piraten for me. I've only done it 3 times now, the invert there. It's the only one with a slight queue. But yeah, I'm going to have one more go on Piraten, and that's going to be a very strange thing to come away and say, but absolutely brilliant coaster. I love that. I had a beaming smile on my face every time it finished. This is the crazy air tire. Oh no, you might not be able to see it. That one that just went. This one's not too bad. So I had one more ride on Piraten, and that brought me to the end of my day here at Djurs Sommerland in Denmark. With Farup Sommerland to come up tomorrow, and I had one more ride on Piraten, and yet I still prefer this beauty of an Intamin. Actually, that's it. It might be Intamin, not Vekoma. Suspended roller coaster. Yeah, absolutely brilliant. There it goes now. So that's a massive surprise, because I wouldn't have come here if Piraten wasn't here. Wherever it's gone. You can't really see it. So I wouldn't have come if Piraten wasn't here. But if that was here, that wouldn't have made me come. But I've ended up preferring that. So it's funny how these things work. Anyway, I'm just about to head off back to my hostel. And on the way out, I wish more parks would do stuff like this. I noticed a little shop that's selling fruit and that sort of thing much cheaper than all the other crap at most parks. Like, it was £25 for an unlimited pizza buffet here, so I just had a hot dog and some apple slices, and then look at this. This is beautiful. These have got to be the best looking strawberries I've ever seen, and that works out about £3 for them, which is really cheap here compared to most things. So I'm going to get back to my hostel, edit this video, get it online. Cheers guys for watching. Hello Henry and Edward, Tom, William and Holly if they're watching, my nephews and niece. Get out there and keep riding yourselves, as we will together very soon as well, I'm sure. And Henry always asks for me to go and for me to give him a shout out, so I'm sure he'll comment below and I'll pin his comment to go and follow him. Alright guys, see you later.